by Vinny. Glory days. Lucci navigating through the heavyweight flotsam of rankings and matchmaking is likened to being up shit creek without a paddle. The cesspool of politics that surrounds the alphabets and their step-aside buyouts of mandatory shots along with interim titles is enough to make most casual fans abandon ship. The latest debacle concerns the undefeated Cuban Luis Ortiz, 2,902, 23 KOs, failing a random drug test for a title shot against WBC champion Deontay Wilder, 380, 37 KOs, putting the November 4th bout in serious jeopardy all week. Ortiz first failed a drug test back in 2014 for use of anabolic steroid, nandrolone. The fallout from the Nevada Athletic Commission after VADA Voluntary Anti-Doping Association submitted results which had his win at that time over Latif Kayode changed from a first-round knockout to a no contest. Ortiz had just captured the WBA interim title, and was subsequently stripped and suspended for 8 months, and rightfully so. He has won 6 straight bouts since his comeback. This time around the fighter has a legitimate beef and may appeal. VADA President Dr. Margaret Goodman claims the boxer failed a urine test on September 22 for the banned diuretics chlorothiazide and hydrochlorothiazide, which are used to treat high blood pressure. With the suspension being upheld, the champion will now meet his mandatory defense, who took step-aside money of his own and is billed on the undercard. Enter one bermane stiverne, 2,521, 21 KOs, who was scheduled to face Dominic Brazil, 181, 16 KOs, to open the show. Instead, Stiverne was elevated to the main event facing old nemesis Wilder and fulfilling the champion's WBC mandatory obligations for next year. Stiverne vs. Wilder is a natural, as it finally brings about the long-awaited rematch where Wilder went the distance for the first and only time on January 17, 2015, taking bermane's title by unanimous decision. Somehow known only to God, the 4 wins and WBC President Mauricio Suleiman, Deontay Wilder has not been forced to make a mandatory defense of his title, with this his 6th voluntary inked in for next month. While the media has criticized the giant's skills and balance in the past, his heart is undeniable inside and out of the ring. He has an athletic body forged in steel and legit co-power in either hand, which protects a suspect chin. Working against him beside his detractors and the presence of WBA IBF champion Anthony Joshua is a plethora of high-ranking contenders who were inked in for title shots before coming up dirty on drug testing. Besides Ortiz, both Andrei Warzik and Alexander Povetkin forfeited their top place in line and suffered suspensions, leaving Wilder no choice but to find secondary prey. To his credit, Deontay was hoping to win over new fans by turning back the formidable challenge of best competition not belted in the form of Luis Ortiz. The odds are in Wilder's favor for this fight, which has many boxing fans placing bets with live boxing props. The undercard is currently filled with fan-friendly fights that will keep the live gate at Barclays Center, Brooklyn, New York entertained as usual, along with Showtime cable audiences. Lou DiBella of DiBella Entertainment promotes the Premier Boxing Champions Showcase. Sean Porter, 2,721, 17 KOs, risks his number 1 ranking against talented contender Adrian Granados, 1852, 12 KOs, in a welterweight 10-rounder. Yours truly will be handicapping this bout in my next article as I enthusiastically reach my first milestone for Ringside Report, completing the televised tripleheader undefeated but untested Sergio Lapinez, 120, 10 KOs, will take on the more experienced and seasoned Akihiro Kondo, 2,961, 16 KOs, for vacant IBF junior welterweight title. The 3 headliners begin at 9 p.m. ET, 6 p.m. PT. Ringside Report has been vocal in support of Barclays Center, Brooklyn, who host the best available attractions in MSG-type electric atmosphere for true boxing junks. Here's hoping the new main event finds glorious redemption rather than being truncated into oblivion or placated with substandard entertainment. In Wilder Stiven 1, remain laid back round after round, allowing a highly motive Deontay to go the distance with broken hand 3rd round and quietly surrender his belt by decision after verbal firefights in press conferences. The odds are in Wilder's favor for this fight, which has many boxing fans placing bets with live boxing props. Stay tuned. Contact the feature writers.